brother.
You're good.
Yeah.
You're good, bruh.
I'm good, bro. Right.
So welcome back to Upstage TV. This is episode 2 of this Call of the Wild podcast with me, Sabian, and...
Me, Charlie. How y'all doing? Hope you guys enjoyed that last episode. It was pretty cool.
Are you all ready for Call of the Wild? I think I'm ready.
I really need to, kind of give a test run of me tent because it's been locked in my garage since last summer.
Good.
So, yeah, I need to kind of give that a bit of an air out. But make sure everybody else, you do that too, because there's nothing worse than thinking you've got everything together for your tent. If you turn up and you've got no pegs.
But yeah, it's the first one of the season, pretty much, for us in this summer festival season. Starts off the summer nicely, and it's the 5th anniversary year of Call of the Wild. And we've got some very special acts this year. We've got some Scandinavian rock royalty.
Yes, definitely. We've got quite a lot of Scandinavian bands, but we definitely have rock royalty, but we will talk about them in the next episode because they're not on today. But we do have a great headliner for Saturday that everybody is so excited about, including us. We're very, very excited.
Yes, I think you're more excited than I am, possibly.
I am excited
too.
I discovered them thanks to my brother. So in another life, I wrote for a certain magazine for another certain company, and my article was with another band. I think it was with Eric Braunwald from Heat. He was in Heat at the time, and their new album had just come out. It was just before COVID, and I'm pretty sure Royal Republic were in that magazine. So when my brother was flicking through, he was like, "Oh my god, someone touched Royal Republic," and I went, "Yeah." I had no idea who they were, and he showed me quite a lot of their stuff, and I was really hooked. There's something about them that is so infectious.
They're such a cool band, and I think particularly with this newer album, exploring this newer kind of 80s
it's a proper
poppy,
80s vibe.
dancey rock sound.
Yeah.
It's just cool and it's a lot of fun. But I saw them a long time ago, longer than I care to mention, at another big festival that I also will not mention any names of. But they opened
festival
up...
that shall not be named.
The festival that shall not be named. And they opened up the main stage way back when. So it's really cool to see them headlining the main stage here at Call of the Wild.
Yeah, because I met them last year at a certain festival, and it's probably one of the times that I've actually been a bit starstruck. I don't know why, just like being in person with them.
Did you turn into a messy little puddle?
I had a messy little puddle, to be fair. I'm not
dear.
gonna lie. I had my leather jacket on, and it was red hot there as well that day. So, and then to be in a red hot tent with over 100 people running around with microphones and things like that, and Tom Morello was like just sat a few yards from us as well. I'm like, oh my god, this is like overwhelming. But then when you mention to people about Royal Republic, a lot of people are like, don't know who they are. So there's always a big band for everybody, and for me,
100%.
they're a great band for me. I love them. So you guys will be able to catch out my interview with them very, very soon on this channel, obviously after the festival has happened. So, and I've got a cowbell that I got off them when I danced with them on stage for my birthday.
So we'll not lose Charlie this year.
Yeah, you might not find me after Saturday. just think you might not find me because they're going to be signing our cowbell and I'm going to be running around with an outfit. But there is other great bands playing on Saturday.
There are some amazing bands as well as international rock stars. We've got some more local rock stars.
Definitely local. They're from my, not my neck of the woods. They're a bit further south from me, but I had a chat with a band that you know very, very well.
I do, and they're also another band that are just a lot of fun. You know, they're great musicians, but they are a lot of fun to watch, especially at this festival, and you're going to have a nice little chat with them.
Yeah, so here we go. Let's have a nosy at who they actually are. Hi, guys. Thank you for joining Charlie here at Upstaged. How are you all doing? You all okay?
We're very well, aren't we,
Thank you very much, yeah. Plodding.
You're a bit of the invisible man. You drop in and out there, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm good, aren't I?
Magic trip you got. Look at that.
I've no idea what I'm doing. I don't know how it's going.
I love it. Love it. And I love the Michelin Man mug as well. Where's he come from?
No idea. It's bonkers, isn't it? I'm sit still because it obviously doesn't like me doing this computer.
It's like, poof, gone. And then you're back again. How about that? But you guys are from this house we built. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys might have had a bit of a dabbling with Call a while before, haven't you? You're alumni, technically.
We did, didn't we? Was it our first gig?
It was Chris's first gig, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Chris's first gig.
And our second gig, yeah, that's right.
Oh, but now you're coming back for more. You're on is it the main stage on Saturday, is it? Is it that day?
Yeah, I think 3 o'clock, I think would be.
Yeah, I mean, the first time I saw you guys was actually at Call of the Wild Festival, and I was blown away by you guys. Like, it's just like old rock time sounds. That's what I like about you guys. How would you guys describe your sound more than anything?
Pickled old time music.
Pickled old melodic rock
with a modern twist. You're
pickled, yeah.
The dash of jalapeno thrown in.
Yes, and a little bit of Just for Men.
Yes, yeah.
Just a little bit of that'll do. And you guys played at Rockmantic in February as well, to near enough a packed out crowd. So
yeah, that was great.
That was a great night. Yeah,
it was one of our best gigs, I think. It was
very, very hot,
very hot and sweaty, wasn't it?
It was sticky in there, wasn't it? It was very sticky. Well, you're going to be in a big field, so how much noise can you guys make on a stage in a field?
We can try our best.
Oh, we can wail with the rest of them. Yeah. We'll have a go.
have a big old go.
Crank it up and let's get on.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are from Scarborough.
It's move that's messing
you keep moving, you keep going in and out.
Stop messing about.
It's magic.
Right,
but like I said, you guys are from Scarborough, so how do a couple of guys from Scarborough make as much noise as what you guys can?
Yeah, well, I'm from Scarborough, and Scott's actually from Pickering, which is more or less Scarborough, really, on the outskirts, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was going to say, it's just down the road, isn't it, really?
Yeah, just of a field.
By on ton up cut a wheel.
Yeah.
That's where it is, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know what I suppose Little Angels were a big influence around here, weren't they?
Yeah.
They were sort of last real big Scarborough band, I think. Toby's obviously still doing his Wayward Sons a bit, and yeah, we were both fans of theirs, weren't we?
Yeah, we'd known each other for a long time, haven't we? And I'd been in the bands with your sister, and we'd always threatened to do it together, and then it was the COVID thing which had been over, and then we just said, right, let's do it, and that was it, really.
Yeah, I mean, because you guys kind of emerged from COVID. Because I remember doing a little bit of research, and I thought, I swear these guys, because it feels like you've been around for a while, but it's not. It's just you've made yourself very comfortable with everybody, you know, because you're a great bunch of guys. You always put on a great show, and it's just like you're just part of the rock and roll family, really, aren't you?
Yeah, we just rocked ourselves in it.
Yeah, but to be fair, that's down to everybody that we've met, really.
Yeah.
Just everybody's been so welcoming, and it's just a great crowd. It's just a great group of people. It's just great, you know, and they've accepted us and welcomed us in, and we're daft, and everyone just plods on and just carries on being daft.
Just end the sentence.
End the sentence, we're daft.
Just be daft, and
you'll be all right.
Everything will be paddling, won't it?
That's
really, I mean, yeah.
Well, have you guys got any more music coming out? That is a big question that I tend to hear from a lot of people. Is there something kind of in the roadwork somewhere, or are you just kind of hankering back this year, just playing a few festivals and then releasing something next year? What's the plan for the house that you're building?
We're building a chalet, aren't we? Next, we're getting an extension. So we built a house. It's getting a little extension next. So yeah, we've got 3 singles coming out, haven't we? And then a single coming out when the album's released. So we've just done.
Yeah, we're recording the album now, aren't we? The second album.
Yeah, that'll be finished end of May, and then due for release. We're hoping not long after that. Well, no, we're hoping sort of October for the album. That's what we're planning at the moment, and then we're going to do a string of singles up to that. So I think four singles in total, aren't we?
Are you going to test drive any of the singles at Call of the Wild, maybe? Give us a little bit of a taste?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely have some new songs for Call of the Wild, will we? Definitely.
Oh, that'll be nice. That'll be lovely. Are you staying the whole weekend, or you just doing a dash and grab?
I think we'll be staying all weekend, I think. I'm going to try.
Yeah. Make a weekend of it.
Yeah.
Is there anybody in particular that you think you'd like to see?
Yeah, there's a lot.
Anyone that's not us.
Bonafide, I'd love to see them again. I saw them at, what would it be? Stone Dead. And I was really impressed with those guys. Really good. Is it Bonafide?
It's Bonafide. Yeah, it is Bonafide. I think you're on just before them, if I remember. Well, on the post you are anyway. Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Oh no, Ollie Brown's after you.
Ollie Brown, yeah.
Ollie got in the way, and then it's Bonafide.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, who else is? Oh, Mike Monroe. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
To play on the same stage as that dude as well is just amazing.
The thing is, everyone that's there, they're all good at it.
Yeah.
They're all brilliant artists in their own right, and it's just you're guaranteed a good whatever comes on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone's great. So
You're just gonna grab a chair and just stick it in the ground.
Yeah.
We're bringing out a pop-up chalet.
Pop-up chalet,
Front beach.
Chalet. Yeah.
I bring the Scarborough to Call the Wild Festival.
Yeah.
Have you got a donkey?
We can bring a donkey, but I've got my. This mug's brilliant because it makes me disappear every time I have a drink. Are you watching?
Just like that.
There you go. I've come back. Yeah, so I might bring my magic mug so I can just keep disappearing all day.
Yeah. I'll bring a seagull.
Yeah, you bring a seagull, and a donkey, and a magic mug.
And a dog egg.
Oh,
Dog
yeah.
egg as well. Yeah,
That'll be a good one.
I've always wanted them in your handbag, wherever you go, don't you?
So, thank you so much for joining us here. Is there anything you'd like to say to any of the viewers, listeners, whoever out there who've not quite seen you before, and it might be their first time coming and seeing you guys at Call the Wild Festival?
Come and have a listen.
Yeah.
If you like we said, the old melodic, modern twisty rock.
Yeah.
With a seagull on, you'll like us.
I'm going to bring some egg sandwiches. If you bring a flask of tea, and then anyone wants to join us after, we can have a right party, can't we?
A proper Scarborough.
Yeah.
I'll get a bucket of sand.
And a nice ploughman.
You can't beat Ploughman's Lake, can't beat it. Well, thank you so much, guys, for taking the time out to chat with us at Upstage, and we will see you on the Saturday on the main stage, just after White Tiger, maybe. We'll have a look at that. That's great. Catch you later, guys. See y'all soon. Bye.
Nanu.
Bye-bye.
Danu.
And that was This House We Built, chatting with Charlie.
I love a good little chat with them, guys. They're so funny. So you guys have got to hold it to them. They've got to make sure they bring a donkey as well as a seagull.
Nice. Well, I'm going to be bringing my boombox because you can get their album on cassette. Remember these good old days? You remember?
Yes, I do remember. I do remember cassettes. I am old enough to remember them, but I remember I was getting looked after. My mum went on a night out, and the babysitter was like, "Oh, should we listen to some tapes?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and there was one thing that I put in, but I didn't quite put it in right, and I jammed it shut.
No. Big mistake.
Yeah, I broke it, and then the tape got back because it tried to play the tape, because I did manage to shut the cassette player, and then the tape got all wrapped around, and then
Classic.
babysitter was doing whatever, and I remember taking it out, and I was like, "Oh my god, what we're gonna do?" I was about 6. I was like 5 or 6, I think, at the time, and I was like so upset. My mum's gonna be so angry. So the babysitter fell asleep, and then I left it near her. Like, she had a lot of the cassettes out on the floor, and I left it near her.
You blamed the babysitter.
And my mum was livid. So, Mum, if you do watch this, that was me. I'm sorry.
You remember what tape it was?
I think it was On Vogue.
Ooh,
Yeah,
nice.
R&B,
90s classic.
90s R&B. I think it was On Vogue because she had it on CD and she had it on cassette. But that babysitter never babysat me again.
Nice. You're quite common, aren't you, I think?
Yeah, I will blame the good old babysitter. I'm just as common as them lovely folks at This House We Built. Love them. But mentioning that, if you guys don't want to be common as much like me and getting people into trouble for stuff that they haven't actually done, and you think, you know what, I would really, really like to have a, nice bit of comfort while at Call Wild. We have some very nice glamping
We
pods.
do have some lovely glamping pods, and you make all your friends jealous, but you can take them all with you.
Yeah,
take them all with you.
Room
We've got some with 4 beds, I believe, 3 or 4
something
beds.
like that. Yeah, I mean,
And
or you could just get a big one and just have it all to yourself.
Why not? Treat yourself.
Treat
Be a king for a
yourself.
day.
Yeah, I would definitely, but they are limited. There's only so many of them. So if you think, you know what, I would actually, not entirely sure what the situation is with them at the moment, but head over to the website, Call of the Wild Festival.
callofthewildfestival.com.
Yep.
Check out those tickets because they're gonna sell out.
Yeah, because they are really, really nice. They have like fairy lights and everything like that. If that's your vibe.
Yeah,
like,
you get a nice little table and a lantern. It's cute.
Yeah, I would
It's bougie.
Yeah, it is bougie, but I would still bring like an extra blanket just in case, because them nights can get really cold.
Yeah, 100%.
There was one year when it was blistering hot on the Saturday, like we were all wearing like, shorts that were a bit too short. There was some men in crop tops walking around, which was a lot of fun. It was really, really hot. It wasn't him. It was really, really nice. And then the next day, it was grey, overcast. And then by the time it got to like 4 o'clock, when it starts to generally cool anyway, the amount of duvets and sleeping bags that were emerging.
Yes.
And even that night in the after party, most of us had our pyjamas on. I think I've got a photo of me with my pyjama.
I'm quite partial to an hoodie. Hoodie, the big hoodie things.
Yeah.
Quite partial to one of those.
That would be a merch idea, guys.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there.
That would be great.
A Wolfpack hoodie.
But like covered in patches.
Yeah, definitely.
Battle jacket hoodie. That would be good.
Battle jacket hoodie. That would definitely be a thing. But no, definitely check out the glamping pods if you want to be a bit bougie. I mean, we don't even get one.
Yeah, we're too common for them.
Yeah, like,
far too common.
Yeah, you don't
They're
want
reserved
somebody
for
like
you
me there.
lovely people out there.
And you get your own private shower block as well.
You do.
With hot water. So I'm told. I was told that there was hot water because I
There
wasn't
is.
allowed near them. So
There is, definitely is.
I'm going to have to take people's word on that one. Definitely going to have to take
No, we're not
people's
doing
word
any
on
cold plunges or anything like that. Ice baths.
ice bucket challenge. Remember
no
that back in
thanks.
the days? No, we don't want to be doing anything like that. Nothing at all.
So enough about camping. Let's get talking to some more bands again. And you've been chatting to a band called Silk Spinster. So they're a new one on me. So enlighten me. Tell me what they're all about.
They came across my path when I was doing my other stuff that I do on YouTube, and I didn't know how to approach them, because when you look at photos of them, it's like one of them's out of Judas Priest, the other one looks like he's in Twisted Sister, and the bassist, he's just a bassist, just wearing rock and roll things, and then
Sounds a little bit Village People to me.
well, it is in a good way.
Rock and roll village people.
Rock and roll village people. There's a character for everybody, because the drummer then looks like he's just walked out of Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
So, but they're a great bunch of guys. They were a lot of fun to chat to when I talked to him just over a year ago. And they also took part, obviously, they did Metal to the Masses a few years ago, and that was their feedback. People weren't sure how to take them. And I thought, you know what? Since they're quite a new band, and they did do Trailblazer as well, and I thought I'd have a little bit of a nat on them so they can actually explain themselves to you, who they are, and I definitely think there might be something of what you fancy.
Cool. Let's hear that chat.
Let's have a look. Hi guys, thank you for joining Charlie here at Upstaged, and I am with 2 bits of Silk Spinster. How are you doing, guys? You okay?
Yeah, all good. Yeah, great. Thanks for having us.
No, it's not a problem. Is that your little lair that you're broadcasting from at the moment? What's going on there?
It is, yeah. Yeah, just some bar, we don't know where, but yeah, just our little lair at the minute.
Nice, very, very nice. So, how would you explain yourselves? Because I've chatted to you before in my other persona. I've chatted to you guys before. But how would you explain yourselves? Because at the beginning, you had a bit of everybody. You had like someone who looked like they were in Twisted Sister, and then some of you looked like you were Judas Priest, and then you all that. So, explain to the masses who you are, what your vibe is.
The best way I can probably describe it at the minute is Warhammer meets Iron Maiden. I think that's probably the best one I've heard.
That's pretty up there. I also heard the marriage between Iron Maiden, Judas Priest and Slipknot is what I heard as well before.
Yeah.
On a publication. Which I think
Just a meshing.
pretty good. Yeah, just a really strange marriage of different things we like, I suppose. But
and really, it's the aesthetics that brings it all together at the minute.
yeah, the post-apocalyptic Mad Max style.
Yes, I was going to say very Mad Max. Yeah, very Mad Max kind of like drawn in, isn't it? Because I remember you saying it in the last talk, for anybody who hasn't seen my other stuff, we were saying like you were doing like Metal to the Masses and things like that, and you took on board that feedback to then be able to kind of mesh yourself together. And obviously you guys did Trailblazer for Call of the Wild as well, so how was that as an experience to grow from different things to then come to the convention that you are now?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, I really enjoyed Trailblazer. It was really cool. It was nice to play Night Train as well, because I'd seen quite a few bands that I enjoyed there, so it was good to actually play that stage as well. Really good event, and we've sort of taken on board from other places, Metal to the Masses, places like that we needed a more unified thing. Yeah, and James had the best look on drums with his armour and everything, so I was like, right, so
we all just doubled down
we doubled down, and yeah, now it's axes and flags and stuff on stage and stuff. It's good fun. It's good.
Yeah, really sweaty bodies.
Yeah, really sweaty bodies.
Really sweaty bodies.
Yeah.
Well, at Call of the Wild, you guys are going to be on the Trailblazer stage on Saturday, aren't you? So I will just forewarn you now, it is really hot in that tent, especially if the sun is out, like today as we're recording this. It's one of the hottest days the UK has had so far. So fingers crossed we have that kind of weather. But it'll be very hot and sweaty. So are you bringing the gauge of war to Call of the Wild? Is that what you're bringing?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. Lots of, we've got multiple axes now, don't we? At least two, maybe three. Maybe three.
Three?
We've got a little one.
Big one.
The big one.
Yeah.
And then the one that I hit
the big one.
So yeah, we've got three axes, we've got flags, yeah. So it's good, lots of different things.
At least if we get stuck and we need some firewood, we know where to come and find you then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All sorted.
Send you out into the forests and go and get some.
You want someone who can deal with survival skills, apocalypse,
There you go.
That's
All sorted.
So is that your sound as well? Is it like medieval kind of metal inspired, like apocalyptic kind of sound? Is that how you would describe? What kind of genre of rock would you put yourselves in? Just in case people want to come and check you.
I'd say we're sort of like you're in its purest form heavy metal, in the form of things like Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, you get Black Sabbath, Dio, that type of form of heavy metal.
Yeah.
But we do have some other things that are heavier, with your sort of more screaming vocals or heavier guitar or bass work, and we got double kick pedal drums and stuff. So there's a bit of a mix, but it sort of all comes under the umbrella of heavy metal. Some of it probably dips into hard rock as well.
Yeah, some bit punky.
Yeah, some of them are a bit punky as well. The way I'd describe it is, imagine if some people in the apocalypse found a load of instruments, found some old music from before the war, and then decided to make a band combining all of it, and that's probably what you'd get. So
very exciting then. So, it gives people a chance to kind of escape the world that we're in right now, even if it's just like your 20-30 minute set. You're like, gives people a chance for escapism. Is that the idea behind you guys to provide?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, 100%. Like when people go to a show, they want to have fun, and that's the most important thing. Is that people have.
We try to put on a show. We try to be entertaining. That's like the main. Yeah. That's like the main thing of our shows. Yeah, we don't just. We've never wanted to just go up and stand there playing clothes, just stand still and play your guitar. The mic stand. It's just, if we were going to do that, you may as well just buy a CD and listen to it at home. It's about the live show for us and the interactions and things like that, and sort of the making memories around it. It brings people together, and it's worked so far. People have enjoyed it, and we've got fans from all sorts of different genres. People who like punk, heavy metal, rock, even people who aren't even lovers of alternative music at all come and see us and go, I really enjoyed that because it was different. Just come and give it a go. Come and give it a go.
Come and have a nosy, see what's occurring.
You've already paid your ticket, pop down to see us.
I mean, to be fair, like, the Trailblazer stage is next door to the bar as well, so
exactly.
Get a pint, come and have a nosy. Do you know what I mean?
It's a bit dangerous, isn't it?
It is dangerous. It is dangerous.
Are you guys going to be staying for the whole weekend, or are you just going to be knocking about Saturday? Going to be there
for the weekend. Yeah.
So I was going to say, can people catch you in your full regalia all weekend, or is it just Saturday you're going all out?
I'm trying to tempt them.
Yeah, I think we will. It might only be for a few hours a day, depending on the weather. But
if it's like this, I don't think we'll survive.
Yeah. But we'll do it, We'll definitely be out there. At least once every day we'll be bombing about in our regalia, getting photos of people and just saying hello.
Awesome. That'd be pretty cool. Who are you looking forward to seeing this weekend then?
Asumvel. They look really cool.
Yeah.
I've had a few friends talk about them, so that's probably my big number one to go and see. I'd like to see a lot of the bands who we saw at Trailblazer as well. I'd like to see them again, but on the bigger stage, which would be cool to see when the pressure's off. Because I think when you're at a competition like that, some people it's harder for some people. I think to sort of just relax and do what they're doing. Yeah. So it'd be nice to see them there when they're actually more in their element. So that'd be good. That's the big one for me, I think.
Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are like localish, aren't you? So you're like from Hull, aren't you? So it's not that bad, really.
No, not too far. Yeah.
How do you guys come from Hull to Middle Earth? Like, how does that happen?
Well, I suppose
we just have to walk up. We have to walk up the door, really.
Yeah, just open the door. I
was gonna say I've not been to Hull in many a year pre-COVID, so
yeah,
this is what Hull's like, Mad Max style, you know.
Yeah, pretty much. It's not too dissimilar, I wouldn't say. Yeah. A little bit of apocalypse touch, I'd say. Yeah.
just that little touch of apocalypse.
A little bit. Just a hint.
So guys, it is coming to a slight close for our little interview here, but everybody will be able to catch the full episode of a chat with us when you guys come to Call the Wild Festival. But what I want you guys to do is absolutely sell yourself to the people at home who are sat on the fence thinking, oh, I'm not sure if I want to go and see them. Now's your time. Sell yourself to the good people.
Right. If you like fun, come and see us. You know, you don't have to like Mad Max. You don't even have to like the apocalyptic theme, but come down, see what you think. Come and have some fun with us. There's lots of songs that even if you don't know, you'll be singing along by the end of them. And it's just a great time. Your turn.
Yeah.
yeah. There you go.
That'll do.
If you all come down, then by the end of the set, the tent is full enough. I'll be able to crowd surf. So that's just come on. You can drop me on my ass if you want.
Yeah.
Can we say that? Can I say that?
Yeah, Dodge can. We'll just beat you down. Don't worry.
There you go. Yeah. Come down if for the only reason to drop the bassist. That's the only reason to come down.
Who doesn't like to give a bassist a good kick in late? I'm not gonna lie.
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much, guys, for taking the time out to chat to little old me. I'll get you guys back to whatever you're doing in your lair, and I will see you guys at Call the Wild Festival. Take care.
That's great. Thank you.
See you later.
See you later.
And that was Silk Spinster chatting with Charlie. I feel enlightened now after you explaining and watching that little chat.
They are a bit of explaining.
Yeah, have you got any other fun little tidbits about them for me?
Well, when they were at Trailblazer, they did a heavy metal-esque version of Livin' the Vida Loca.
Okay,
which is a staple of 90s culture here
I can get down with
that. Might have to ask Kaz and Tina to give that
I think we should have like a 90s
we definitely should
pop
have like
battle kind of night.
That would definitely be a lot of fun. I think that would be awesome. But like I said, you guys can catch them on the Trailblazer stage. Like we've said before, the Trailblazer stage is a great stage for you guys to check out a lot of these up and coming bands that are finding their fan base, and they'll definitely be down for a chat. So if they come to the stage, go and say hi. If you like them, go and say hi.
100%. That's what Call of the Wild's all about. Giving these newer bands, up and coming bands, a place in the scene that the audience just love, and you guys have voted for in the Trailblazer. Yeah,
because that's the thing. They were in Trailblazer as well. So for those people who missed out, it's a great chance to actually see what they're about. Not just them, but any of the bands. Like for example, we said Tail Gunner. They were on the first stage a bit further on in the afternoon last time they were here, and now
they were on quite early in the day, and I think on a Sunday, and people were just kind of crawling out of their sleeping bags at that point.
Can I hear Iron Maiden? No, it's Tail Gunner. So,
and now they're headlining that stage.
Yeah, exactly. So in a couple of years they might be headlining, if not this festival, another festival. You'll see them wherever. So do go check out the Trailblazer.
Go check them out.
Definitely.
I will come and find you.
He will anyway. He's got a microphone.
I will come and find you.
He's going to come and find you.
So after checking out all these bands in the Trailblazer stage and on the other stages, and you're feeling a little bit worse for wear, you might need a little break.
Yeah.
Maybe nip back to camp and get a little snack.
Yeah.
What are your do's and don'ts around campsite?
Yeah.
Food.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, do you just take a load of money with you and then just buy from the vendors, because the vendors are all great. They all do great food, or do you pack a load of stuff and take it with you?
It's a bit of both for me. So I tend to overpack food. I always take a little stove, and I never use it. I might make one cup of tea, and then I'll live on cheesy chips from the burger van the rest of the weekend.
I'll go and make the chips from the van, them with mayonnaise, salt and vinegar, chip spice as well.
Ooh, I didn't realise they had chip spice.
He did one year.
Well, in one
because
year.
I remember asking about it. I was like, ooh, chip spice, and they were unreal, really well. So if you're watching this,
bring chip spice.
Yeah, bring
and comment
chip spice.
Comment if you know what chip spice is. It perplexes some people.
I just love it. It gives a proper kick to your chips, right? And then I'm very basic. I'm a very basic white girl. I love mayonnaise. with my chips.
Oh yeah, I can get down with that, but I like some garlic mayonnaise. Is that a bit too much for you? Yes.
No, I could do with garlic mayonnaise. Definitely, I could do with garlic mayonnaise. I think that's just a given, isn't it? If you go out drinking, it doesn't matter if you're in a field or you're in the high street. Either way,
the night is ending with cheesy chips and garlic sauce.
Garlic sauce is definitely a good shout. I mean, the pizza guy, they were really, really good. The fire, it was like wood.
Yeah, stone-baked, proper stone-baked pizzas.
Yeah, that was the word I was looking for. Wood pizzas, what's that? Yeah.
And the toasty shack.
Yeah, the toasty guy, yeah. He was actually at the Unfermentable Big Festival.
Yes, the aforementioned big festival.
I was watching Pantera and snaffling one of their toasties, and
nice.
It was good times. It was good times. And I couldn't find Tosh, so he was wandering around this festival, and I messaged him saying, "Where are you?" He's like, "Just look for the cigar smoke. It's a festival. Everybody's smoking." I couldn't find him.
It's not the easiest fella to lose.
No, but like he's only yay high. Like I'm only short as well, right? And he knocks around with really tall people, and he's not really stood in front of them to see anything. So I'm just looking at the backs of guys' heads, so trying to find a little bit of cigar smoke with over 80,000 people, and I was hungry as well.
It's not a good combination.
But that's probably my festival do. Is I would still take snacks.
Yeah, you want some midnight snacks,
especially when the after party tends to roll into the very early
if you've
hours.
left it far too late. If you've left it far too late, the bar's closing, the food vendors are closing, and you're starving. You've missed your cheesy chips window of opportunity.
Devastated.
You're going to want some carbs, some snacks in your tent or van.
Mine is Monster Munch.
Oh, okay.
Pickled onion flavour and
I hope you brought your toothbrush.
Yeah. I always pack a toothbrush, just in case.
And toothpaste.
Yes, actually, I came here with my toothbrush. No toothpaste, so...
Yeah.
I've got fairy teeth.
I'm afraid the camera angle's not wide enough for me to sit further away.
It ain't that bad. But no, Monster Munch, pickled onion. Not just the small packets, you know, the giant Monster Munch.
Okay,
Yeah, so, you know, after a couple of them, and then you pass out in your tent and you're fine.
Yeah, nice.
That's my thing. So what are your snacks? I know there'll be a couple of pot noodles lurking around, definitely.
Let us know, even if they're, you know, a bit of a wild card.
Well, I
something
heard
a bit rogue.
that some people who have a camper van have an air fryer with them.
Yes.
Who
and
are you
an
cooking for?
ice crushing machine.
An ice crushing machine as well. So,
bougie people, bougie.
Bougie. Love it. It's awesome. But don't forget, there is the after party on Saturday night as well.
Yes, and they've become kind of an event of the festival in itself. They've become a bit iconic, legendary status, these after parties. They tend to... they go on for a bit longer than intended sometimes.
Yes, they definitely do. So, you know, after the headline band's done and dusted, everybody makes their way to the Trailblazer tent, and Kaz and Tina, the sisters of Spin, generally play their sets until the wee early hours of the morning.
Until we get told to shut up, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody's ever unplugged them yet. So
not yet.
Which is quite decent. But this time round, there is a band called Juliet's Not Dead, and they are playing an exclusive after-show party. And so that'll be, you know, you'll have your headliner, which is Royal Republic. I'm just going to be on such a high from that anyway. And then I'm going to toot across the field to the Trailblazer tent so that I can see Juliet's Not Dead.
Another one from your neck of the woods.
Yeah.
You're just bringing all your mates at this point.
I told you, I'm just bringing a big bus for now. I'm just getting a big old dirty coach.
Pensioners coach trip, this is what it's turning into.
Yeah, it's a pensioners coach trip from the northeast of England. Gonna bring them down, but I tell you what, let's have Stevie drop you guys a little note to say what they're all about.
Hi guys, it's Stevie here from Juliet's Not Dead, and we are so excited and privileged to be playing this year's Call of the Wild Festival. It's been a while since we've been there and we can't wait to come back. But more than that, we are playing the Saturday night after show party straight after Royal Republic, so don't mess about, get straight in that tent because we've got some mega stuff planned for this set. If you are planning on coming to Call of the Wild and you haven't got your tickets yet, head over to callofthewildfestival.com. There are day tickets and weekend tickets available. Make sure you get yours, and as I say, we can't wait to be there, so make sure you come and party with us on the Saturday night.
And a big thanks to Stevie from Juliet's Not Dead for that little clip, and you can catch them on the Saturday in the after show party in the Wolfpack Trailblazer tent.
Yes, it's a combination of everything. So it's during the day, it's a stage, trailblazers, everything like that, and at night it just becomes a raucous house of noise, basically.
Yes.
And definitely with the Juliet's Not Dead guys, they're not known for being quiet. And then of course Kaz and Tina, the sisters of Spin, will then be playing into the wee early hours of the morning as well.
Just until we get told to shut up, basically.
Yeah, we've done that a few times. We've been there where the bar staff are like, actually, we want to go to bed. And it's like, yeah, sorry guys. And then we just tootled off. And then
But don't you go to bed?
Yeah, don't you lot go to bed. Me and him end up going back and sharing another bottle or something. So, that's just how it happens.
No, we didn't. We were professional.
Oh no, we were stone cold sober.
Yes.
Not a damn thing happened at all.
No, we were very, very well behaved all
Just
weekend.
Putting the world to rights, basically.
Yes.
But if you guys are wanting to be a part of all of this madness, then you have to get yourselves a ticket. So where do they need to go?
They need to go to callofthewildfestival.com and check out what's available. Day tickets, weekend tickets, campervan, glamping options. We've got it all.
It's all there. So you guys just need to go and have a nosy. But I am being told that there is only limited availability left for VIP as well as the glamping.
They are running out, selling out fast. So have a look and get booked.
Yes. Basically, go get yourself booked in. Come on. If you want to see him running around with a microphone and I'm sat chatting to random people, and you might occasionally see me down the front screaming my head off, especially in public, but either way, I'm going to be there going absolutely bananas, and we want to see you guys there too. If you come in, let us know, and don't forget, you guys need to tell us your festival food do's and don'ts. What do you
I'm
love?
hungry now.
Yeah,
shall we go and have some? Shall we go and have some snacks?
Yeah, we're going to go and have some stuff. Like, I'm starving.
I'm craving
so.
cheesy chips again.
Again.
Sorry.
I've still
I'm
got
not
a packet
sorry.
of Skips, I think, somewhere.
Ooh.
So, yeah, prawn cocktail Skips.
Nothing like sucking on a skip.
Love it. Right,
Anyway.
thank you very much, guys. We're going to get out of here before A, we're starving and we cause too much bother. So we'll catch you guys in the next episode and see y'all soon.
Bye.
Bye. Hi everyone, Charlie here, and I thought we should take a look at your headliners for Call the Wild Festival. On Saturday night, we have the pop rock gods that are Royal Republic. Hailing from Sweden, these guys have travelled all over the world, delivering their insatiable album that is Love Cop. At the end of 2024, they embarked on a European tour, including coming over here to the UK. But they have decided that, you know what, they want a bit more of the UK, and they are coming to see us at Call the Wild Festival. They will definitely get you dancing until your boots come off and create one hell of a party for a Saturday night. If you think, you know what, I want to check them out, make sure you head over to Call the Wild Festival, where you can get a day ticket, or why not stay with us for the whole weekend. The choice is up to you, but you do not want to miss out.